good day and welcome back to the channel. I'm Paul and this is Lizzie. Lizzie,
Hello.
what are we going to do today?
Today we're off to Tamworth, first stop of our shakedown trip, and then a couple of days in Mudgee, Lithgow area with some nice big hikes, and last but not least, on the way back, Elizabeth Beach. That'll be so much fun, won't it?
Yeah, it will. And so since this is the shakedown cruise for our trip around Australia starting in January, we'll take you along for the journey. We'll show you what goes wrong and we'll show you what our setup is. Stay tuned. Well, we're here at camp in Tamworth, just an overnighter. So I've got my first chore to do, which is silicone the OGO toilet to the floor, which I didn't do when I did the installation. But then I want, well, what happens if we have some spillage, water or pee or whatever? I think I'd rather it was nice and sealed. So I'm going to do that now. Let's see how that goes. Here we go, famous last words. This should be a quick job. It's really just take out the 4 screws, flip it over, run a bead of silicone around it, put it back in. But you never know. So they're the 4 screws. Let's see how we go. I'm not a plumber yet, but that's job number 1 done. At this point, it's probably worth talking about what we're actually shaking down. Since our trip to Tasmania, we've made quite a few changes. To the car, we've added a bull bar, a light bar, recovery points, a GVM upgrade to 3.5 tons, a long-range fuel tank, a snorkel, Maxxis Razors tyres, a roof box and Starlink. All that's been weighed and we're in compliance. On the Caravan we added the OGO composting toilet, Maxxis Razors tyres. I'd like to add that we are not sponsored by anybody. All this has come out of our own pockets, and we'll do a more detailed video at a later date which will explain all this. It's also worth mentioning this is a really simple setup. We don't have a lot of solar. You can see on the roof of the Caravan there's only one 160 watt panel. We do have a solar blanket, which we've learned we're going to have to change because it doesn't work well, so we've got a couple on order. It's the same thing for the car. There's really only Starlink on the roof. We don't have any extra solar, so that'll be solar blanket as well.
Look at them. I love horses. They're gonna be so spoiled. You and carrot. You and the carrot. Never give sugar, only carrots. Hey, that's yummy, huh? Oh, you know.
I think we'd better get inside. We're going to get soaked. Well, I'm going inside.
One last storm is coming.
Yeah. Good morning. We're now in Mudgee as planned. And what are we up to today, Lizzie?
Going to the museum, lunch, and some wine tasting in the afternoon.
And some wine tasting. So we've got a hot tip.
Gilbert's, I think it's called.
Something like that. Yeah. We'll find out. So we talk to caravanners that we meet on the way, and that's a recommendation we signed.
It's windy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty windy. So we're here in front of the museum. Let's go and have a look at what Mudgee has to offer in the history.
It's just like a little old grocery, isn't it? Ajax.
I'm in the upstairs part of the museum, and I must say it's really well done. There's an awful lot of stuff. We spent like 20 minutes in the first two rooms at the entrance. I'm enjoying this. An old car. This is really old. This is really old. 1912 Empire car, 4-cylinder.
You know what? I know who would have cranked the motor here.
And who would have cranked the motor?
Gosh, that makes me feel really old. At my first job, we had a machine like that. I never knew what it was for, but it was definitely for camping.
That was a nice surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really awesome.
Yeah. What a nice museum.
Yeah.
Really much better than expected. Very diverse stuff, very much daily life type stuff. Some military, some vehicles, farming.
It's so well maintained.
Yeah.
Really well maintained.
Yeah, really well maintained. Absolutely. And so it's a $10 entrance, $8 for concessions. Definitely well worth it. Finally here at Petersons Wine, we got it wrong. So we started by driving through the vines, which is really very nice, but here we are ready for a tasting at Petersons. Cheers.
Who's driving? I'm not driving. I think we might have to go for a walk before.
I think we'll be fine. I'll give you most of this.
We are at the Petersons Wineries, and it's lovely.
Yeah, and we're getting
really good wine tasting. You get 8 wines for $10. Very reasonable. Nice wines. Good prices, I find as well.
Yeah. So at this point, highly recommended.
And the lady's very friendly. Well.
Okay. So this is the Shiraz Cabernet, and we've had the description. Apparently it's really good, so we'll give it a try.
It's definitely going to like it, because I'm finishing all the glasses that Paul doesn't finish.
Since I'm the designated driver, I'm not drinking all the glass, so I really like that, but I'm going to have to put it over to you again. There you go.
I'll either be singing or sleeping in an hour's time.
Well, we've done our tasting, How did that go, Lizi?
Very well.
We really enjoyed that, so we bought a few bottles, haven't we? Mm.
I got all the leftovers.
Yeah, because obviously since I'm driving, I don't want to drink too much, so I would take 1 or 2 sips and then pour into Lizzie's glass. So poor Lizzie had to drink a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm so sad.
Yeah. Okay, so that was definitely recommended. Petersons Winery in Mudgee or near Mudgee. Definitely a big thumbs up from us.
Yeah, we'll be there again, huh?
Absolutely. Well, this should be a relatively easy job, but easy jobs with me are never really that easy. So when I put the OGO composting toilet in, I just cut the water off here. So I've got this pipe sticking out, and I'm a bit worried that with bad quality roads and corrugations, this is just going to jump up and down. So I'm going to do the job properly and essentially remove the pipe at the junction and put, instead of a 3-way junction, just a 2-way junction in its place. So it should be straightforward. For that I've got pliers to remove the little clip, and I've got 12mm spanner to be able to compress the thing. So let's see how it goes. There it is, and I must say I'm thoroughly expecting to be sprayed with water while I do this, but I guess that's part of the fun of caravanning. The water has been switched off, but there'll still be a bit of pressure in the system. I think I'll test it. Let's go and test it. Put some water on. Other than getting a bit soaked, not too badly, I think it works. So I've put the water back on. I tried the tap. Looks like we're good. So job number 2 ticked off. We got Lizzie a hat. This is a lovely Akubra hat, and we bought it at one of the local stores here. So this is very much the local shop, so apparently it's not a chain or anything. How do you like your hat then?
I love it.
Okay, well, date night tonight. We had a hot tip that the Oriental Hotel was something good, so we're right here at the Oriental Hotel. I'm going to try to have something to eat. So what are you having?
We'll see. Not too much wine.
Yeah, not too much wine.
And then we walk back.
Yeah. So yeah, as Lizzie said to me on the way, we've recovered from the wine taste. Good morning.
Good morning.
We had a nice date night last night, didn't we?
Oh, yes.
And today we need a bit of exercise to dispose of any, well, we probably don't have any residual alcohol, we didn't drink that much, but to return to fitness. So what are we going to do today?
It's the long Weir cave walk, something like that. And down the swamp. And it's meant to be one of the really beautiful walks of the region, so we'll check it out.
Yeah. And I must say, it's so nice to drive through this countryside. You forget, we lived in Sydney for a long time, but you forget just how beautiful the land is just behind Sydney, really. So we're on the road towards Lithgow, but we're not going to Lithgow today. We stop. Hello, swamp hen.
Only 4.83 kilometers, so that will be not too hard after our drinking session.
We arrived at Dun Swamp Campground and we'll do the Weir walk from here. So we'll put it up here in the corner so you can see the map of the walk that we're going to do. So quite looking forward to this. The view's absolutely stunning here. So it's not a long walk, what, 5 kilometers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get going then. We're on our way to the Pagoda lookout, which is just up here. So it's only 150 meters from the main track. Apparently it's steep, so we'll see how we get on. This is really pick your own way up, I think. We're getting there.
Wow, look at that.
It's so beautiful. It's even better than one lower down. So I think we're walking into the pagodas here. Very pretty. So I reckon this is as high as we're going. I mean, the view's fantastic.
Stunning. So well worth it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're here.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different side of the Blue Mountains, sort of, huh?
No,
we're really
absolutely.
on the other side.
Yeah. So I'll just swing round from where we are. So we've made it to the Weir Dam. It's not particularly interesting. There's this big dam wall here. And just a note about that walk up to the lookout. So it was a pity that there was no signposting whatsoever. So you really pick your way across rocks to get there. On the other hand, fabulous views. We're coming up to Long Cave here.
That looks interesting,
So
huh?
it looks interesting, yeah. Let's have a look.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was some... Oh, this is beautiful.
We're looking for hand stencils. Apparently under this rock are some Aboriginal hand stencils, so we're seeing if we can find them. How about up top there? I see one. Oh wow. They do look different to the imitations, don't they?
Yeah.
Can't see any others. Oh, is that a foot stencil? Well, we finished the walk, which was pretty good fun actually, and we've decided to go for a swim in this lovely water here. It's on a selfie just now. So yeah, we're gonna go for a swim here and freshen up. So it didn't look too bad. We'll see how we go. Don't really know the water, so that's certainly cooling off. Oh boy. It's cold underneath. Well, it was actually a bit chilly underneath, so you really had the first 50 centimeters were quite warm. It was, whoa, Arctic. Well, I said I didn't intend to do any video today, but we've just come into Capertee National Park, and I did a little bit of a whoopsie here. First of all, there's a large piece of wood over here. And I hit it. And I hit it right on the stone guard. So the stone guard's damaged, the mud flap's damaged, and worst of all, I've also damaged the floor of the caravan here, at least the plastic bit on the front. So I've been intending to change this plastic bit anyway for a while, so I might hopefully get that changed to checker plate before we leave in January. So I guess that's just the luck or the bad driving really on my behalf. So we've got a temporary repair on the stone guard. Obviously we'll try and order a new one for installation before we head off in January, but this is what the jury rigged solution looks like. So you've really just got one new screw courtesy of a neighbour. We bashed that out so it's less bent, and we taped up the stone guard so that it can at least accept the stones without going through, and then the body's taped up as well, and hopefully that holds. So there was a sign down there saying 500 meters to lookout, right? Yeah, we're not equipped, we're wearing thongs, so we wouldn't recommend doing this, but we're doing it anyway, and we're on the way up. It's pretty nice. This is a no video day, but I just had to capture this swim spot for us. Really nice, and the water's so warm. Okay.
Now we go.
I think this is brilliant. It's an accessible campsite, so people with disabilities can come here, and they've got access to a barbecue at wheelchair height, and they got a couple of benches also where you can have wheelchairs on one side. I think this is absolutely brilliant. having worked in disabilities in the past, it's something I'm sensitive to, and I think this is definitely a step forward. And right next to the campsite for people with disabilities, the toilet as well. Really good. Well done, New South Wales National Parks. Super. This is the lookout for the Capertee. This is the lookout for the Capertee. This is the lookout for the Capertee Canyon, which is the broadest, I think, or the second broadest in the world. I'll put it down here, see what it is. But very impressive, and unfortunately left the drone in the car, so I'm still learning all this stuff. Next little job on the caravan, I have a missing screw just down here, so I've got to get a new screw for that. I've got it. I'm going to put it in just with a bit of Sikaflex, and hopefully then it's all good. I'm off to Bunnings again. That screw in the caravan body, I need a 16G now, so that's 2 sizes up on what the original was. One recommendation, if you're doing a shakedown before a big trip, always try to be near a town with Bunnings. So here at Lithgow, there's not much for us to do, but because of the weather, but at least we can get our caravan fixed up. Okay, last attempt, masses of Sikaflex, 1 size up. There's not much more I can do, I think. See if that works. Well, better. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'll tighten it potentially a bit later. Shit job. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Another thing we're doing here is the outside lighting is by standard white on our Jayco, and we're turning it to be orange like the one above my head, so that we have less bugs when we're touring. I'm just halfway through. It's looking good. I'll show you what the finished result looks like. So we're done. So that's the end product. So what I use is I just use this auto tape lens, so it's to repair indicator lenses, and I just put that over the top of the white light. Tried to be really careful as I stuck it, and now we've got bug-proof outside lights, which I'm quite proud of. Very simple trick that was. One of the problems we've been having is bugs getting into the van, and Lizi's found an excellent system to stop that. So we're putting on a second fly screen. So here's the result on the door, and you can see it fits right into that little groove. It looks absolutely perfect. It looks original, which is really nice.
Just one thing, the thickness of this, I saw 2 different thicknesses. This is the 5.7 mil. The 5 mil is too small.
We're here in Lithgow since a couple of days, and we'll close this video here. Being in Lithgow gives us the opportunity to go off to Bunnings. We were 4 times at Bunnings yesterday, so that's really great for a shakedown. We also have a number of walks we'd like to do, but that'll be in the next video. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and see you in the next one.